How you explain?
No, I have a question. What is satsang?
So you explain as you understand.
Satsang is a way of learning by asking questions, usually in a group. And the group conscious, it's not just the answers you hear, it's the consciousness of the group that rises with greater wisdom.
See, in the life moves into different parts like the being and thinking and doing. These are main parts in life. In the main life, birth and death, life flows. Now, in the Western world, more identify the beingness into the body, mind, soul. So, what is the difference? Body, mind, more physical appearance. Now, the soul is quantum body. Quantum body means invisible. Invisible means it appears as visible but invisible, like the seed and the plant. Does the seed has all the plant? Yes and no.
It has the possibility within, the potential. It has the potential within.
The whole seed contains the whole big tree. The same way, the whole world disappear when you are in the sound sleep. Where did the world go?
It's still there, but you're not paying attention. You're not conscious of it when you're asleep.
No, but being there is still there, but where does it go? So the whole Western world more focus on there. What is there? There only recognition in the consciousness. So the physical thing or material thing, the house is still there or not there, or whose house it is. Where is it? In the consciousness, knowing and unknowing. So the whole life plays the role of the mind, thinking, doing. If you have 5-year-old child, does that recognize this is my house? This is not my house. What does the 5-year-old empower or power the recognition, owning, not owning, knowing, unknowing? People are improving physical botox, botox. No, which is apparent, nails and which is apparent, that is, they are stuck in the
Material, physical world.
material physical, not knowing that you are God doing, God being already, but you're upside down the whole world appear different. Then they try to reach to God, not knowing that God, you are. The body mind story, which is a reflection. Why it is a reflection? All you see with the physical eyes, whether body, mind, your hair, blonde or black, will go gray. All your body, small baby, 5 year, 55, it will get wrinkled. I'm not saying negative or positive.
Well, that's no different from the seasons when you look at the tree and then spring it's little leaves, then summer big leaves, and then in fall the leaves get wrinkled. So it's
It's
just a
all a
cycle.
movie, a poem. Yeah. So you are stuck in the time school, and the thinking is seeking eternal because not knowing that the thinking is born of the time. The desire is also a thinking, but what do you desire when you are on the deathbed, dead beat? There is no beating. What do you desire? thinking take the take the shape of name and form. The more foolish, ignorant, they get more and more and more stuck in the physical. Physical and material is not separate from God, but it is reflective reflection. Like last night, last week, you dreamed lot of different dreams. They were not organized. Knowing, unknowing, they appear and disappear. So, what the mind is seeking, eternal, the satsang. Satsang cannot be sold on bought. Anything man made, what it can see with the eyes, always corruptible, exploitation, whether it is house, food, clothes, whatever, because that is thinking to clever thinking, super thinking, but it cannot be create, which is original, timeless time, which does not the real guarantee. The man mind we fool other people guarantee, 5-year guarantee, 10-year guarantee. But seeking warranty guarantee which does not, which is beyond time. What is that? Body, mind, only the appearance. Who am I? Who am I? Because it's physical, and then identify, childhood, young age, old age, but not knowing who am I. Name and form changes. Food, clothes, shelter changes. But always remain the I. What is this I? Name and title, form changes. What is beyond the name and form? That's what. That's why called God is not corruptible. It keep away from the man's mind. Man's mind is always corruptible. So God leaves them alone. Fight better, better, better houses, better. It's all in the time capsule. Now, driverless taxi, flying taxis, all that appear, but there is another level. What you are flying taxis in the sound sleep. Even if you are in the dream state, what does it matter whether you go to London in 5 hours or 5 minutes? What does it matter? So 5 year old is why it's blissful. It's blissful because it is not contempted by the doing, and thinking. It's already full of the glory of the godliness. Like now, rose flowers are here now, may last 3 days or 30 days. What does it matter? But man mind create the good looking rose for 30 days or for 3 years. This is also another reflection of the reflection. Not knowing that doing happen after thinking, and thinking arises from the beingness already. Beingness don't get corrupted by doing thinking. Being already. Human beingness is the satsang. Satsang means living in the truth, by the truth, of the truth, for the truth, means align with the truth. For example, simple living, high thinking was represented in the truth of one human being. You could call it Shankaracharya or Mahatma Gandhi. He was given a chair of president, but was he attracted by that power? No, because that beingness of the truth is 100 times more powerful than the words and name and fame. Like returning to the innocence of 5-year-old face. You cannot paint a wrinkled face look like a 5-year-old, but it's not the same. It's not in the form. It's the formless form, like the breathing. It's not a capsule, but it's everywhere, nowhere. Formless form. So the love, the pure heart cannot be bought and sold. It is beyond the value, beyond the numbers. Many fluctuations, many ideas corrupt that. But the real, the really real cannot be bought and sold. It's beyond the value. Like somebody said that, oh, can you give my hunger? Can you give me your breathing for 10 million? Will you give? Because that's the word love is distorted by the value, by the coins. Soon, very soon, it will disappear, means people would realize life is not for doing, overdoing, but smart living. That's how maybe 2%, whether musicians, artists, they don't run after coins. But the great yogis do satsang. Satsang now is also for sale. Why? More crowd, more numbers, more follower. Facebook, this book. The appearance of a rose does not advertise I will be coming in the spring and I'll bring this kind of perfume. Why, how? Because this is not in numbers, infinite to infinity, God to the godliness. There is no wanting there. It's all fullness, holiness. And that's how the satsang, sat means unchangeable, beyond the time. That's how man's mind put a value to the gold. It does not rust easy. But then they got stuck in the gold. What is the real gold? Beyond the name and form. Now, many smarter people created the gold with the chemist and easily created diamonds. But that's all another dream, dream of the dream. What the mind and ego is seeking. Seek the seeker. Seeker is the seeking. The real reality, no seeking. Even the 5-year-old, you put a diamond or put a one biscuit of gold or the real biscuit, but it will choose.
The cookie, the biscuit.
So, beyond the body, not knowing that body is like a boat, it will appear, disappear easily. Whether you do this, do that, no matter how much collagen, all. I'll not say the word BS, but the most important, who am I? That the answer in satsang. Who am I means not thinking. You are using I went there, I do that 100 times, not knowing who is the real I. Just on the name, form, eternal spirit, all religions, all over the world, seeking the eternity. Sattam Shivam Sundaram. That's how the word Shiva was put. Satyam, truth, Shivam, aliveness, vibrant, Sundaram, all beauty. No comparable. Abide in the self as the self. Abide means the memory. Want this, but slowly when you dive, holy name, that's how needed once, but slowly is already happening. You do not need to do any name and form. Because it's already happening. That way, God is is God smarter than human being because it does not get be part of the all actions, all thinking of the man-made. It reflect means reflection. Reflection is called Maya. So you're telling me the whole life I earned and worked is all on the screen? No, it's a time capsule, and also the consciousness is not part of the timeline. It appears as timeline, but once who awake to the awareness. Awareness is always there, but the real awareness, which is not part of the thinking is thinking. Why and how? The very proof in the sound sleep. Do you want to achieve this? Do you want to do this? The sound sleep is full of the fullness, the wholeness. The real silent mind is not the what you think. Quiet mind through, through outer action, drugs, rock and roll, all that is just only a quiet mind. Silent mind is no activity. Like the ice cube has settled in the different form. The roasted seed cannot be born in the sprout. Why? Because it has already effort, activity, is all gone in the other state. The same way, Pure awareness. Pure awareness means awareness with the doing thinking. Is there another state? Another state, fourth state. Normally, man is entangled into the dreaming, sleeping, waking. Is there a fourth state? Yes, dying before dying. God beings, God beings very few, they don't get attracted by the Rolls Royce cars. Gandhi was not, he went to London, England with the clothes made by him, visited the colonies of the poor, the poorest. Why, how, all that is Jehovah, Narayana, God, different words. Words are words. Whether the rose can be called in 10 different words. But the poor are those who are loaded with the thinking, overthinking, anxiety full. Anxiety full are loaded with the other material, billion, trillion, but still anxiety. Is there a state, fourth state, living in the world but not of it? That's the King of Kings. Seeing all the gold, all the material, all that, but not part of it. That's the 5-year-old already. Seeing, thinking, listening, but not corruptible. Pure awareness. Satsang happening already in the forest by the Mother Nature. Many people know or don't know, doesn't matter. Oh, is it advertised in the Washington? Blah, 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 blah. that will appear, disappear. This kind of knowledge bombard you with the goals and but also leave you restless. Then what is people seeking? Realization, God realization, enlightenment, those are just the words. Returning to the truth, returning to the pure awareness, which cannot be earned or bought or added or gained or this. No. You are not wrapped up by the timeline. In the ancient times, people were slowed down. If, like a friend, they will take a bath with the bucket. Oh, the bath was a ceremony. Even in Japan, taking tea ceremony. But nowadays, tea, coffee, but comparing, thinking, overthinking, and the mind is chattering constantly. There is nothing right, wrong, but thinking makes it so. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Tat Sat, Tat Sat. And